What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. Today I have another Dazzled or Disappointed. I feel like I'm running a little bit behind on some of these videos because I've gotten so busy. Some of these things arrived back when I did my first Sephora haul a couple of weeks ago, and so I'm running a little bit behind on these reviews. I apologize for that, but today I do have a Dazzled or Disappointed for you on the new Kat Von D Lock-It Brightening Powder. That's what the box looks like. I purchased mine in the shade Petal. So I have used this already. This is what the little container looks like. It's got a little container, not a big container like the translucent powder, because this is more of a brightening powder, so it comes in a smaller jar. It's kind of along the lines of the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier as far as the size goes. So let me read to you what the Sephora website has as a product description, and then we can go from there. So it says it's a weightless tinted loose powder that instantly brightens the under eye area according to your skin tone. Brighten the under eye area according to your skin tone with less weight and no cake. Lock-It Brightening Powder's innovative weightless formula brightens and smooths under eyes to look younger and more awake. Designed to be paired with Lock-It Concealer Cream, this powder gives the under eye area or the whole face an extra bright boost. Its light as air texture is designed to smooth and blur the crease-prone under eye area, proving that you actually can use loose powder around the eyes without adding texture. This versatile formula is also perfect for all-over setting or as a soft matte highlighter. The 3 tinted shades contain the right balance of pigment and brightening particles to weightlessly set concealer and brighten your specific skin tone. Choose Petal for light skin tones, Peach for medium, and Golden as a universal shade that also brightens deep complexions. Obviously, Kat Von D, as we know, is completely vegan. It's vegan alert. Lock brightening powder is completely free of animal-derived ingredients, which I know is important to a lot of people. I own a beagle, and beagles are very tested on, so I love it when products don't test on animals for that. Mainly for that reason. I see my little guy and I'm like, oh, it just makes me so sad that there's so many little beagles out there that they test on. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get into this. So I've already used this. I really don't use a setting powder all over my face because no matter what powder it is, it always makes me look cakey. It just looks like too much. But what I do use it for is under my eyes. It's kind of hit or miss whether I use under eye powder or not. Sometimes, most of the time I use it. I just spilled it on myself. Most of the time I use it, sometimes I don't. It just depends on if I'm in a hurry or not. And so I have used it. I do like the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier. I don't find that it does, I mean, I probably wouldn't repurchase, let's just put it that way. I like the translucent powder. I like the Kat Von D translucent powder. Now this one is more of a brightening, like it said, it's supposed to smooth, it's supposed to give you that kind of weightless airbrush look. So I'm not wearing any powder today because I want to test it on, even though I have already and I already have my thoughts for you, but I'm going to test it on so that you can see what I'm talking about when I say what I'm about to say. So this is the lightest shade. It's in the shade Petal. I'm not fair, I'm light, so for reference in MAC I am an NW20, and whenever I look for foundations on Sephora.com I look for the description that says light neutral. And that usually works perfect for me. So I figured that Petal would be the best option for me. Now, the sad part about it is Petal is too dark for me. When I put it on the first time, I was like, oh, it's anything but brightening on me. Now, maybe on a little bit of a darker skin tone, maybe a couple shades darker than what I am, this might just do the trick. But I don't see how it would be brightening for even fair skin tones just because I'm light and, you know, somebody fair, this just would be way too dark. On me, it's slightly dark. It's not necessarily horrible, but it's too dark for what I would want under my eyes. So let me go ahead and zoom you in. I am going to pat a little bit on so that you can see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've got you up close and personal to my face. So I always tap down the lid just because then it's just kind of all over the place. It already is all over the place. So it doesn't really have like it does have a sifter, but quite a bit I don't even know if, I don't want to tip it over too much because I don't want this to all fall out, but you can see how much product is up there. So it grabs quite a bit of product when you dip your brush in. So what I'm going to do is there's already some on the lid. I'm going to take it from there because I don't want to, we are going to go to the movies here in a little bit, and so we're going to go see Star Wars. I don't want to have like super dark under eye circles. So let's go ahead and take some. Okay, so I will take a little bit. I've already tapped off excess. Let's go ahead and pat this under our eyelids, or in our under eyes. Okay. Yeah. So see, it doesn't really do anything for brightening. But, okay, grab some more. Okay, so that's what that looks like. May not even be able to tell on camera that it does come off a little bit darker. And like I said, that's because it's not horribly darker. It's not like super out there. It's just darker than I would like for a setting powder under my eyes. It's not as brightening as I would have hoped it would be. So that's what that looks like there. Just set my under eyes. Again, for someone who, let me zoom you out so that we're not so close. For someone who is looking for this to be an all-over face product, like I said, especially for fair skin tones, this is just going to be way too dark. But again, for somebody who might be a couple of shades darker than I am in a, you know, if you're like an NC or NW30 or something like that, this may work perfectly on you. It might just blend right into your skin tone. It's, you know, it's just neither here nor there for me. It's not like I absolutely hated it, but it's not what I expected either. And so it was a little bit of a letdown for me in that aspect. And so, of course, I would give it a disappointed for that reason. It's not what I had high hopes for it to be. I kind of had hoped it would be along the shade range of the Urban Decay color correctors. Like that pink was so pretty. Obviously this is in powder form, but it's not as light as that pink. And that's what I think of when I think of the shade Petal, is a really light kind of baby pink. And this just wasn't. It's a little bit more peachy, I think, than it is pink. So it makes me wonder what the peach, yeah, it's definitely more peachy. But it makes me wonder what the peach shade is for medium skin tones. I'm assuming that one's significantly darker. Anyways, so that's that, guys. Again, it's kind of a bummer when something's a disappointment because you have high hopes for it and you hope it'll work out and then it ends up not working out, but that's okay. Whenever you try products, I mean, you get those hits and misses. This for me was a miss, was a disappointment, but for a lot of people, I am sure it is actually a, you know, they're totally dazzled by it. It's just different skin types, different skin tones, different things work for different people. So this just particular one did not work for me, but those are my thoughts on that. Before I let you go, let me give you the verse of the day. And today's going to come from Acts 10:34, and it says, "I now realize how true it is that God does not show favoritism." And that's just absolutely beautiful, because no matter who you are, you know, no matter what race, no matter what ethnicity, no matter how young, no matter how old, God just does not show favoritism. He loves us equally, and that's just the amazing thing about him. So guys, I hope this has given you encouragement, a little bit of inspiration, and I hope you'll give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe if you haven't already. This way you're notified of any future videos that I do post. If you're interested in following me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. I am looking forward to seeing you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.